Hi and welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. I'm your host Brad. There's an update on the bridge. We might go along all the new part of Dalrymple Esplanade and back and around. It is Saturday, January the 27th, 2024. Currently 25.7 degrees Celsius. Feels like 32, and it does. The humidity is 94. No wind. Minimum of 25 degrees Celsius, max to 34. So we're going to start along this bridge, trying a few new settings that was recommended to me by someone who knows his stuff with all this. So we'll see how we go. They had a cheat sheet thing online that they recommended. It gives you the settings. So anyway, we'll go along the Geraldton bridge, go across, see if we can see any changes, if they've done any more work to it, anything noticeable. We'll go around and under like we normally do, and then go down the footpath, bike path of Dalrymple Esplanade. I don't know, this lady's settings have a good enough brightness for my liking. It should be a little bit brighter. But anyway, we'll continue along. Probably the direction we're facing. So last time we come along, it looked like that's not bright enough. Let's adjust it. Okay. Pump it up a little bit, there we go. Yeah, they're just painted up here, so we'll wait for these people to go past. We'll show it around this plaque area, so you can have a bit of a look and see how we go. So the 1965 park. Good morning. Good morning. And we'll continue on our walk, but this part here they just painted, and of course people had scratched it straight away. We showed it in the last walk along here video. I just noticed it. If you notice anything different that I haven't seen, oh, this is being cut back. All this, it'd be nice if it was cut back further, but you can see through there a lot more now than you could before. Oh, I'm noticing differences now. Wait for this person to go past on the bike. Crazy driving, anyway. Yeah, they've cut back a lot of the trees and weeds and stuff. Which is good. And this is a lot cleaner, yeah, they've pressure washed this since I last come along, definitely. The whole thing's been pressure washed. Up to just here. You can see the line where it changes. You can see through here where they've cut back a lot. That's great. So there is changes that are noticeable. So all along here has been pressure washed, high pressure hosed, gonied, whatever you want to call it. No. So far I don't notice any differences over here. And there's towards Fitzgerald Esplanade, looks beautiful. Water still, look this way. Well, it's cleaner than it was last time I come along. Okay, well what we'll do, I'm going to take a couple of photos of this. As you can see, it's really nice at this time. So we'll get a couple of photos while we can. Where the water's really reflective in that. It's towards Cullen Lane and all that area. Alrighty then, let's continue on. Let's see what that big gap was that I noticed last time is here. I don't know if that's always been there. If anyone knows, please let me know, but I've never noticed it before till last time. This gap here, it goes all the way down there. And I noticed that last time had been like cleaned a bit where those bolts are and that. But all this here, yeah, it's good that it's all pressure washed. So much better. than it was. I wish we could walk on the actual road part, but you can't. So we could show what it's like, but this is the road surface. I don't really notice anything different to it than what we normally see. People coming along, so we've got to continue on. People cover both directions. Exercise walking and that. So we'll continue along, showing what we can. Yeah, it's nice that it's all pressure washed. You can see how these are. With little blue metal type stuff through it. So the last person come up to where they finish pressure washing and then turn back. Anyway, we'll continue looking, showing what we can. And we'll go around under and eventually come back. A couple of people come in this direction. There's still left the MacGyverism here. These thingamajigs. Yes. The cable ties. I couldn't think of the word at the time. We'll stay on this side because the people. We'll turn the camera when we get a bit closer away. Yeah, I think that's the main thing that I can see they've done. Those things I just mentioned. Good morning. Hey, good morning. And then there's the stairs down here. We're not going to go down these. They're pretty horrible when you get down the bottom. Not a fan. Hopefully they fix that up when they do stage 2 of the Dalrymple, where they're supposed to join it all up to this road and all that here. Hopefully they fix that up. So, anyway, we'll continue on our merry way out here and go down and around. Have a good old time. And the humidity, yeah, the humidity is the worst part of these walks at this hour. So I don't know if I'll keep using these settings. I've got to have a look later on in editing, see what happens. See how clear it is. It's back where we just came from, the bridge, Geraldton Bridge. Hopefully they keep all that garden and all that stuff there. I think it's a good visual and sound barrier. Yeah, nice cloud formations. I don't know how well they're picking it up on the camera. Sometimes it comes out really good, sometimes it doesn't. It's a SES over there. Got Meals on Wheels. This yellowy, creamy building with green roof. I think this is all SES here. None of the vehicles are parked here. That's usually there for the bridge maintenance. They're usually parked in this car park here. There's usually at least one of them here, but there's not, so you'll see in other videos of the bridge that that's there. Okay, we'll continue. I might be able to see better. The camera sometimes reacts better when it's not facing the sun, so it sort of brightens it up better. There's your bridge, pathway to it and everything, the road towards it, Flying Fish Point Road that is. During the week there's usually this one lady I see coming along here. You see her in the videos. It's always really friendly. But you never hear it in the video because the camera is the microphone is very directional, the wireless microphone. So it picks up me. It's more directed at picking up me. And any loud background noise comes through. So there's your Meals on Wheels, 11 Flankers Point Road. And that's a builder there, which we've shown many times before. It's the side, the wall and everything, the retaining wall for the pathway up to the bridge. Hopefully they get rid of these weeds and spray them regularly. That would be nice, the ones up top. It'd be really nice if they did that. It'd be nice if they did all this pathway up, made it really nice. They did say on the council website and that about part 2 of the Dalrymple thing, Esplanade stuff, that they were going to do this as well. All along here. So hopefully they'll join it up to here, clean that up a lot, where all this is, along here. So it's a lot safer. People do go fishing and that under here. So hopefully they put better lighting. This is very overgrown from when I last come along here. To my right. Yeah, it's not nice. It's one of the ways to the community gardens. The public seating down there is gone. The toilets were still there last time I went past, locked of course, but the public seating was gone, the undercover seating. Anyway, you gotta go quiet under here just in case there's someone here until you get around to see. You can see the bridge here, side of the bridge. And how overgrown this is, we'll look back where we just came from. I can't see anyone under here. There's often people fishing. Some of the graffiti's being cleaned off. I think they're pressure washed over here a bit. It'd be nice to fix the drainage up so it didn't go all mouldy under here. Fixed all this up along here. There's a bit of a drain here that goes through and out to the river. Still, this still looks the same from when I last come along here. Yeah, I don't think they've cleaned the pylons and that yet. Surprised I've never seen crocodiles sunbaking on here, hanging around on these mud flats here. Anyway, there's the pylons looking across. There is someone coming down the Dalrymple. Yeah, I think this is all being pressure washed on the side and everything. Looks nicer. Nicer than it was. And over here. Be nice if they put a couple of bins along here, but people would just put their bait and everything in here and it'd stink. So there's a lot of mosquitoes over here. We'll better keep going. We'll go along Dalrymple and we'll look back a little bit so we can see the bridge a bit more when we get up. There we go. Look back. Yeah, it's looking cleaner. There we go. Lots of mosquitoes. Good morning. There's a lot of mosquitoes around.
Yes.
Yeah. or the rain. Yeah. Yeah. Have a good day. That's the lady I was referring to earlier. It's always friendly. Yeah, lately there's been more boats in the water. I wonder if any of them were brought down from Cairns due to the cyclone. Jasper and that, and stayed here. Or from the one after it. They never hit here. I might have come up from like Carterville, Ingham, all that. Yeah, but there's definitely more around, like in the middle of the water. Not so much on the Esplanade, but like out in the river, Johnson River, I've been seeing a lot more. Yeah, this one needs a good clean. It's only built last year, this pathway. Because of the flooding and all that. There's a lot of mud and stuff stayed here. It'd be really nice if the council come along and cleaned it. Yeah, beautiful view from here. These people will be getting a lot better view than they used to, because there was more, sure there was more trees along here before. But they'd be getting $1 million views. Oh, it'd be beautiful along here at night, but it's not the safest because the lighting's still way over where the old pathway used to be. Yeah. Anyway, continue along here. Show as much as we can. I'm not walking across on that grass. No, it's not. It's probably all soggy. But we'll get a couple of photos and put them on the end of the video so you can have a look. Flies and mosquitoes, I'm noticing. Okay, I've got some photos and a little bit of video just then of the over there, so we'll put that on the video somewhere. Okay, continue along. You can see where the oh. Across here. Done a slight angle, the pathway, I think for that reason, so water flows over it. There's the two dogs that always love to bark. To my left, a bit further up. I'm sure you'll hear them soon. It'd be nice if they come and mowed along here and made this kept really nicely. Sprayed the weeds, pressure wash this regularly. That's the thing, if you're going to build infrastructure, you got to look after it. Otherwise, there'd be a lot more to fix up later on. You got to maintain it regularly. Gee, those dogs that usually go crazy barking even over this on this pathway haven't yet. They saw me. Maybe the cat's got their tongue, as the saying goes. Yeah, a lot of people walk along here. If you come about half an hour earlier, there's a lot of people. A lot more than what I'm seeing now. There's your playground over there, which I've shown in detail on other videos. Dalrymple and Paul Estelle and other videos when I was showing the old pathway. I walked over there and showed them because there was no children around. Of course, you can't show them when there's children. I wouldn't want to. Don't need to. Anyway, we'll continue along till we get to the end of this part, showing you an update of what it's like, all overgrown and all that. I know with all the rain we had, then a bit of sun, it makes it grow a lot full on. There's a lot of broken branches and that, fallen branches off the tree. Yeah, it was a better experience when they first did this. So it was nice and clean. And they'd looked after the area a bit more. I suppose this time of the year when there's rain and sun, it used to be mowed once a week. I don't think that's too much to ask when they're using a tractor mower. It's different if it was a push mower, then yeah. There's your Geraldton Esplanade across there. Hopefully it shows up. It looks beautiful from here. See the Shire Hall above the Blues building. And the Imperial Tavern. See the RSL. I can see the RSL. Don't know if it'll show up in the video. We'll zoom into the 2 times and see what we can see. See in the editing. And the replay. Yeah, it's beautiful, the reflections on the water. I really like that. I'll let you 2 times zoom look. I wish it had like 5 times digital zoom. Or optical zoom, sorry. Optical zoom's the better quality. Not on a camera like this, you won't get that. It'll all be digital. So you lose a lot of quality doing that. Even the 2 times zoom, you don't get the best quality. As we're going to turn around up here where this finishes, and it gets to the old part, I'm not looking back like I normally do. And it's back where we just came from, that sort of look, because we're going to walk back through there anyway. We're going to turn around at the bridge up here, little bridge over the drainage. And there's the wharf over there, boat ramp, fish and chip van, 4KZ. Whoop. The camera had gone up, as it does. Playground, RSL, the old boat place. I can see the Jubilee Bridge, but it won't show up on video. Oh, it was real golden sort of sun shining onto the grass up there. Wonder how well that'll show up. There's all these little yellow flower weeds. Wow, that looks nice. In person it looks really nice. Hopefully it shows up on video looking nice. Sort of golden colour on the leaves, the flowers and that on the yellowy. And your ground covery weeds. Anyway, let's continue along. So this is what I mean when I say about this blue metal stuff they put on the sides of pathways and all that. It always ends up on the pathway, even if no one does it. The rain does it. Like at the pathway, the new pathway they put in near the old spa across from the PCYC at the sports ground. I'll have to go check that out again soon. See how it's progressed and whether they fixed up the railing that had an issue across from Blackwood Street. He used to be able to walk down there, but I wouldn't. It's a bit wet all down there. Be nice if they put a little wharf thing there with a railing and all that, so you could go out there on the proper pathway from here. Well, we're going to get a couple of photos of the Jubilee and the wharf. A beautiful view till all this grows back up, as it will, it normally does. The cyclones come through and knock things down, and next thing you know, the view's gone. Okay, it's beautiful along here. Just wish they'd look after it, but anyway, you never know, one day they might. Okay, the photos are done. Let's might get a slight bit of video to put on the end of this video. The phone camera, because sometimes it's a bit clearer and it's got the better zoom. Okay, now we'll zoom in on this camera and see as much as we can show. Jubilee Bridge towards the water tower. We're getting closer. We should be able to see the water tower over east. Well, I could see it, but I can't see it through the camera, so hopefully it shows up, and then the wharf and that. Bit up here. The camera's a little bit slower than what I'm turning. There we go. See how well that shows up. Zoom back out and continue on. Yeah, where the blue posts are up here is where we're going to turn around and come back. Be nice if we did up the whole pathway all the way along. That way it'd be a lot nicer for people to walk all the way. Make it a little bit further away from the houses up there where the big dogs always bark. Because there's a few up here too that do it. When you get near the end of the pathway, where you're going behind houses. If you've ever walked along here, you'll know why. You know what I mean. Yeah, lots of mosquitoes. Best to wear mosquito repellent when you walk along here. I keep forgetting to do it. And flies. Mosquitoes and flies seem to be a thing. Okay. There's your little bridge here, which of course is all overgrown on either side of it. Not maintained. We started concreted the whole thing underneath the drain all the way to the river and all the way back up here. It's got a lot of holes through the bridge, so for the drainage and that, which is good. Okay. So I'll show this in a little bit more detail, what we can. These are the little holes I was talking about, I was referring to. And the barrier to stop people from driving along here. Birds were fighting up there, bashing into each other, could hear it. Anyway, here's your little bridge. Pretty nifty looking, pretty cool. I assume that got flooded. All this part. I didn't get to come over here because it was too far to get around the whole thing. Get around all the water and everything. Would have had to come down this street to here and then do as best as I could, but I'd already recorded 3 videos full on. That was too much. But if anyone has any video and photos of what it looked like along here during that 17th of December 2023 flooding from Cyclone Jasper, please put them on old new Innisfail photos on Facebook and put the location, any videos and photos from that. Of course, everything's always going to be G-rated. No alcohol references and drugs, nudity, any of that explicit stuff. But anyway, so yeah, if you've got any photos and videos and of the flooding, feel free to put them on there. If you haven't joined the group, feel free to go on old and new Innisfail photos on Facebook. And it's the end that looks like an 8 symbol. Looks like the number 8. Feel free to join. Alright, we'll pass it back again.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too. Nice and people friendly like to have. They've got the nice calm voice. Anyway, we're heading back towards the bridge.
Duration 53 minutes 38 seconds.
I've walked 4 kilometres from home. So if you ever hear that, it's usually my distance from home.
Rate 134.
Some sort of flowers in the trees. Hopefully they show up. Some in the next one too, I think. Yeah, here's all that blue metal that comes across. That's horrible if you're riding along here on a scooter, a mobility scooter, an e-scooter, wheelchair, even on crutches. That could be quite slippery and dangerous. That's why I say they're better off just putting turf on either side. But I'm no horticulturalist, engineer, or any of that stuff, so it's just my thoughts. Anyway, there's sort of flowers I could see before that I said are in the next tree. Quite nice. There's birds in the trees, they like the seeds and stuff. I can see the bird on the other side, but can't zoom in enough to see it. If I went around on the grass, it would fly away. Yeah, this was always a nice spot to walk along when you're on the old pathway. People used to do up this nice garden here. I don't know if it's the people who live there or just people that come along, would weed it, look after it, but it was really nice. Yeah. So I've done many a video when this was getting built along here, so feel free to have a look. Just type in Dalrymple Esplanade Innisfail and you'll find a lot of my videos. Pardon me. Yeah. Towards the fish depot, or whatever they call it now, Innisfail Seafood, the old kindergarten, which is the daycare centre, which is now Rain and Horn, and then there's the Catholic church off in the distance behind it all, Catholic school, Codge Lodge, Grace Street, sort of in line with the light and blue and white boat. And there you go. Yeah, beautiful scenery. Just wish the camera would zoom in a bit more so we can see it all. But we can do what we can. Yeah, it's not looked after over there all along here. But anyway, we always try to see the positives in things when we can. Okay, there's flowers in these trees. I want to show the tree canopy up a bit closer, so I zoomed in a little bit. Hopefully you can see them clear enough. Zoom back out so we don't lose picture quality. Anyway, I'd like to thank everyone who watches these videos. It's really appreciated. People who like, share, comment, subscribe, who've joined old new Innisfail photos on Facebook. It's a good little community of like-minded people who love seeing what Innisfail's like now, and they want to look back and see what it's like years later, what it was like. Same with the YouTube channel. Great little community of people. It'd be nice to get it up to 1,000 subscribers, and then 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. Feel free to share the group on your social media, on X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, email even, to people, let them know that it exists. And thanks to the people who congratulated me for being nominated for Innisfail Australian of the Year for the Australia Day Awards. Citizen of the Year, whatever they called it. So I got a plaque for it at the awards night. The other night, Thursday night. Really appreciate it. If you want to see photos of that, of the plaque, and meet with it and other things to do with the event that I took photos of, have a look on older new Innisfail photos on Facebook. They'll be fairly close to the top at the time of recording this, so you should be able to find it really easy. Just scroll down a bit. But thanks to everyone who's shown support over the years, and we will continue to keep doing it. We're not going to give up. The heat, the rain, everything tries to stop me. Camera equipment issues from too much heat try to stop me, but we don't let it get to us. People yelling out nasty things at times doesn't help. Doesn't feel good. But I like to thank people who are good enough to, say thank you, or when they're walking past me, say good morning, good afternoon, whatever, interact in a nice way. I appreciate that. Like that lady just before, she's always nice when I see her along here, different places along. And Norm, who always talks, everyone knows Norm, puts photos up on Innisfail News and Views. Parents used to own the water tower shop, so you'll know who I'm talking about. And all the other people, like the hairdresser Sandy, it's always nice and has a chat. Really appreciate it. Waves if she's riding past on a bike. Yeah, it's all appreciated and doesn't go unnoticed. Much appreciated. Alright, we'll let these people go past. I'm sure they will. As they're walking past, so they're caught up. Okay. I'll go over to the side, let them past. Yeah, thanks to anyone who nominated me for the award too. I know one person did. I don't know if he told me he did. I don't know, but if you want to nominate people for next year, not just me, other people, you know, keep an eye out. When it gets, I think it's about October, November, they start putting it up on Facebook, on the Cassowary Coast Regional Council Facebook page, for people to nominate. People are allowed to nominate me again if they want to. I know if more people had nominated, I might have got the main award, but I'm grateful for what I get. Much appreciated. Basically, for someone like me, it's a once in a lifetime thing to get recognition for it, for the work I do. It's all voluntary. I don't get paid anything for doing these videos. A lot of work goes into them. As some people have mentioned on my Innisfail group, they realise I'm not one to really go on about that because it's my passion, it's what I do. You know, I enjoy it. It's the passion that keeps me going. But imagine watching these videos 50 years time and seeing, you know, what Innisfail was like now compared to what it is then. Wow, if I'm still able to do the videos, I will. I'll see there'll be a big contrast in difference to what it's like. Wait till we get back on the bridge and we might be able to see a bit better. The sun's in the wrong position right now. No clouds over it. Ugh. And the sunglasses don't do me any good. People say, oh, why don't you wear a hat? Why don't you wear sunglasses when you do your walks? Nah, it doesn't work like that. I wear sunscreen. I'm one of those people that overheat too easy with a hat on. Like big time. And sunglasses would fog up all the time and get sweaty, and I'd have to be taking them off every 2 seconds. Cleaning them, it's just not worth it for me. For some people, yeah, great idea. Driving around in an air-conditioned car, yeah, maybe. But walking along, no. So, okay, let's get back up here and go across the bridge. Hopefully they fix that up a bit. So it's nicer when you get to the other side, it's all grass growing there. There's no real lip sort of thing to go onto it, like there is on this side. Oh, there's the plovers. Some parts, you gotta keep an eye out for plovers. Because some parts of town, even like out at Gundi and other places I walk, certain, doesn't matter what time of the year they come after you. There's some places where it's only certain times when they're nesting, but other times it's all year. Good morning. Oh, a couple of motorbikes with sidecars on it. Nice. Reminds me of, I don't know if anyone's ever seen the ITV show George and Mildred from back in the day. On the start of George and Mildred, George has a really old motorbike with a sidecar on it. And Mildred, or Mildew, if you know the reference, let me know. When she gets in it, the sidecar falls off the motorbike. And there's another version of the start where she opens the door of the sidecar and the water comes out. Like it's been filled up with water and it gets all over her shoes. Yeah, George and Mildred, that's a classic. I noticed they did an American version of that show called The Ropers. And it's nearly word for word. It's just been slightly Americanized. Yeah, 1979, The Ropers. It's on, what did I see it on? It's on either Amazon Prime, Netflix, or, it wasn't Paramount. But I don't think it was BritBox, but I'm not sure, it might have been BritBox. But it's not one of them anyway. If you watch the original Georgia Mildred, and then you see that, first episode of both, you'll see what I mean. Best to watch Georgia Mildred first, if you got the opportunity, and then watch the other one, and you'll see. Anyway, let's show the driving surface like we normally do, so you can see what it's like before they do anything else to it. We've had a lot of rain, so they probably haven't been able to come in the public holiday for Australia Day. And all that, so yeah. You can see this gap here though, this little gap here, but it's nowhere near as big. And it looks like it used to be filled in. Like you can see there's a little bit different, a bit of concrete there. And one of these has been cut. I don't know if that's just lately. One of these things, no, it's all rusted. So it might not have been just lately. I'm not sure. If you watch some of my old videos walking along here over the years, you might see the differences. Another one of those gaps. There's a few of those gaps, but one, yeah, like here. Gotta get going because there's people coming behind me. Oh, flies. Yeah, it's beautiful along here. No, it's boiling hot. It looks really nice. They do predict 1 to 2 mils of rain today, so we'll see what happens. Ah, my can's still there. Good. I put it there hoping someone wouldn't knock it in, and I'd grab it and throw it out because there's no bins around. So I'll take it. I'm not one of those people that throw rubbish out on the ground or anything like that. I'll throw them out in a bin. Even if I have to walk 10, 15 kilometres to do it. Yeah, there's where they've cut this back, which is awesome to see. I wish they cut it all the way back, so it takes you years to grow back. It's pretty horrible before. It got worse over the times. If you look at my last few videos, you can see it grew over a lot more within a couple of weeks. With the rain and all that. But anyway, we'll find the nearest bin. Shouldn't matter whether there's going to be a bin anymore. Hopefully they get rid of all these weeds hanging over there and make it really nice. Fix up the concrete would be nice too, re-concrete it. Now if you look at my first video of the part this time round, when they first started doing up this bridge, it's the part 1. You'll see where I've got a 2007 photo of the walking part of the bridge, and it's all tar, sort of like, yeah, like the road here on the footpath part, not on the road, just the footpath part. You can see that. Yeah, different. There's a bin down there, just past the skate park, so we'll head down there, and then we'll finish the video, put the camera away, go home to the air conditioning because it's very hot. It's the humidity, it's the big thing. So we'll shot across here where the roundabout is and all that. Good morning. And that. But anyway, thanks for watching. This has been another Bestestimes Reborn update YouTube video. I'm your host Brad. Hope you enjoy these videos. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe if you want to donate to the channel to help me out. There's a PayPal link in the description. That's the best way. Then you can like, share, comment, subscribe, which doesn't cost anything. Share the links, watch lots of videos. That all helps the channel to grow, which in turn tells YouTube's algorithm, like their artificial learning that works all this stuff out and says who they're gonna recommend and who they're not gonna, channels they're gonna recommend and not recommend, all this stuff. It tells that oh, people are watching this, people like it, so we'll recommend it to more people. So they do. You know, when you watch and they recommend things, on YouTube. Well, that's due to the algorithm noticing all that stuff. It's an Australian ambulance, if you're wondering, for people who don't live here, because I know there's people who don't live here that watch my videos. They don't live in Australia, like Jim. Shout out to Jim. He's always encouraging about my videos as well. Much appreciated. And thanks to... Oh, we'll wait for this ambulance. There's a fire brigade's out too, and there's police down there. So something might have happened down there. We don't know. I'll leave the camera rolling a bit longer. But, service light siren. But thanks to Ken and his daughter Talia, or Tay, and the sisters, and her sisters, big shout out to them. Much appreciated. They watch a lot of videos. They've sent through photos of their drawings and that in the past. Morning. Yeah, they send through photos now and then of their drawings and that, which is really appreciated. And I've put them up a couple of times and given them a shout out. A couple of other people I want to shout out. I just want to get the names right. I don't like butchering people's names or forgetting. Oh, so and so. All that, no. Let me have a look. Hopefully she's watched to the end. Yeah, Barbara's mum. Where is it? Yeah, a big shout out to Brenda's mum, Shorty. I mentioned her in another video, like just written on screen. Lives over in Western Australia. She loves watching the videos. Has a good smile and a good laugh and enjoys watching them. So big shout out to Shorty in Western Australia, Brenda's mum. We don't say last names due to privacy and that, but she knows. Thanks as always for watching. And this is Bestestimes, keeping memories alive. Stay safe, stay cool. We'll leave this going for a couple of seconds and we'll catch you in the next one. Whew. Good morning. See what's going on up here. Good morning.